Hey guys, and welcome back to another Dream Game video. Today we have something just so sick. I've been waiting for a while for this one, so let's jump right in. Now, the first and most boring thing that we have to do is just change this building. We have a variation now that's blue and built a little bit differently, just to have more variation on the map overall. So let's try to sneak this one in somewhere over here. Control L to change our axis of what we're moving on. And I would say that looks at least decent. I actually want to move it back some to here. And then we can have an actual building on this corner. Maybe a gas station, garage, apartment, I don't know, but something. Also, let's rotate this around. So the little crane thing is like sticking towards the outside. Oh yeah, that looks pretty crazy. Alright guys, I have seen one person comment on every Dream Game video, and their comment is sort of a compilation of everybody's ideas for the map. So let's go over a few and discuss if we're gonna do them or not. Alright guys, here it is. His name is Say It Right YT, and yes, this is all the ideas that people are loving from the comment section. As you can see, there is 56 likes on this. Comment number 1, I think you should add a train system elevated around the city similar to Chicago itself. I absolutely love this idea, but in practice, don't exactly know how to implement it. So here is what we're gonna do. I am gonna zoom out, and do you want it to go around the whole map or just the city? I'll go ahead, zoom out on the whole map, and if any of you guys want to draw over this, there we go, remove the atmosphere. If any of you guys want to draw over this, just with like the snip tool, like a track, like where the train should go, that would help me out a ton because implementing, I just don't know how just yet. Up next, a ferry system for transporting vehicles across the map, creating opportunities for players to time jumps off or on and off the ferry. This is another one where I just don't think it makes much sense. I mean, what? Would you go on the boat and the boat goes around the map like this? There's not really any waterways through the map, so it just, I don't know. I feel like it'd be a lot quicker and a lot easier just to drive there. We're also going to have teleport hotpoints or waypoints that you could just click on and teleport straight to, so I don't think we're going to add the ferry. Up next, add a city center for players to socialize and show off their bikes. That was this place. I don't know if there's a different idea you have, but if anyone could elaborate a little further on that. If they want it to be like a big parking lot or a showroom that everyone can meet up at, just let me know your more specific ideas for that one in the comments below. Add a setting to remove ramps and allow players to cruise around the map without distraction. You know what? I think we could do that one right now. I will have to wait for either Robo or Panda to get on to make the script for it, but right here we have our settings menu, currently with sound effects, music, and keybinds. And we do have some ideas for later, whether that's auto shifting, falling, and we'll probably add more as we go. I'm simply going to duplicate the music one, because that has the on-off toggle. And as you can see, it makes a new one. Then we're gonna name this one Ramps. And now we'll just need to wait for one of the programmers to hop on so we can turn on and off the ramps. I will say this setting is going to exclude the stunt park though, because this will be a gameplay feature. So if you want to hit ramps, these will always be here. It doesn't make sense to turn the ramps off and the whole stunt park goes away. But the ramps around the map will definitely be removed with that setting. Up next, change windows from glass to smooth plastic with reflection of 0.1 and color of 20/20/20. For a more realistic effect. I've tried this, and I've gotten 3 people's opinions. So here's the 2 different windows. This is the current one I have, and this is what the comment is suggesting. I personally, I don't like the new one better than the old one, and neither does anyone I've asked so far. The light really reflects off of the glass, and this one is the smooth plastic with 0.1 reflectance, and it's not it for me. Now, it might look better if I change the skybox and everything like that, but I'm very happy with the lighting we have now, so we're probably going to, exclude that. Next up, a mountain biome to add some variety and some sick stunt areas. Guys, this is a blessing and a curse, right? A mountain biome would actually be sick, but too much Roblox terrain will cause even more lag in the game. And Chicago, where this map is based off of, well, it's not too mountainous. So for now, we're gonna keep that idea sort of off to the side. While we're waiting on those ramps to be scripted, let's go ahead and add in our day-night cycle. Now, I thought this was super important just to help make the game feel even more alive. And I didn't want it to just be day and night, like most other games. I wanted that sort of transition. So if we go into our lighting, I've made 3 lighting presets. The one that we have on right now is our day lighting settings. And this next one is the sunset. I feel like every game misses a sunset and a sunrise. It's a whole nother level of just like beauty. Like this looks so good. And then we also have, of course, our nighttime lighting settings. Now this will look better later when there's actually lights on the windows, with some of them being lit up throughout the night. But we do have street lights, which is pretty nice. Anyways, with these 3 lighting settings, we're basically going to make a script that cycles through them at set times or set clock times during the day or the night. Alright guys, so the ramps, Robo said he can code that setting, so it will be out when the game comes out. However, we have 2 places right now, and having an on-off ramps in the testing place doesn't make too much sense, because it's literally only ramps. And then we don't want to code it into the main game, because then when we bring stuff over from the testing game, it will be overwritten and deleted. So it will be here, but just later. Now, Roblox's open source template gave us this awesome garage, and I really want to use it as a reference when I start building my garage. I was gonna just use it in its entirety with deleting some stuff, but it's built kind of, we'll say weird, not necessarily bad, but weird. Things are unions that don't need to be. Like, why is this floor down here instead of up here, and it's connected to the walls, and just a lot of weird unions all over the place. Even this thing is a union, which is weird, like you can't scale it. And then one thing that just really, oh, it bothers me so much. 1, 2, 3, but there's only 2 doors to go into. So why? Why is there a 3? Anyways, I'm gonna use this as a template and try to build a garage that fits the aesthetic of our game, but kind of yoinking most of this. Alright guys, I just finished the new garage. There has been so many iterations of this. The most recent is this one, which looked nice, and it was original to our game and everything. I modeled it after a real-life building called Tab Motorsports. He's a buddy of mine and he owns his own shop, but it's too small in the grand scheme of things on the map. It's kind of like hard to get into and just not good. Let's go ahead and paste in our new shop. As you can see, quite a bit larger, and the only reason it looks so bright is the sun is right there. But there is a day-night cycle, so sometimes it'll be bright, sometimes it won't, and it appears there's a couple materials that we didn't port over just yet. So let's go ahead and paste those in, and that should fix everything. Looking good. And now we just have to replace the garages. Of course, this one's massive now to fit over here, so we may have to take out this building, and you know what? Let's just figure it out right now. We can bring this all the way out to the road, bring it over this way, and let's just get that building on it. Looks like we're actually going to be deleting both of those buildings, scaling this out, and scaling it back. Let's go ahead and use the Grass Fixer plugin to get rid of that grass right there. Looks nice. And let's sync this so it's actually touching the ground. All right, there we go. We've got our new garage. There will be details added to it as we go, but for now, it's pretty decent. Let's also, let's get rid of this terrain that's in here. There we go. And all that's left is to paste this in some other locations. I think I'm gonna have like 3 of these on the map. We're gonna do one on this side. I had one right here previously, or no, it might have been right here. But that feels awful close, so we're gonna move it even more and put it over here somewhere. In fact, I think this spot would work great. It literally doesn't get much better than that. It's like a perfect fit. And then we do need to grab the sidewalk and stretch it back a little bit so players don't feel like they're going over like a road in Chicago when they're trying to get in here. If you don't get that joke, guys, pothole heaven, okay? So we've got 2 garages. I think there will be one final garage on the way other side of the map, like by the racetrack. As you can see, the old one was built on to this building, but yeah, it's not gonna be that one anymore. So let's just delete it, and we'll line this one up and sort of edit what we had. And then we're also gonna be changing some of the colors. You know, these windows aren't gonna work too well perfectly lined up, so let's put this one right in front. Something like that, and then we can line all of this stuff up with it. And just like that, we have another garage. I'm sure the other ones will be changed as well. I guess I changed the top on accident. But boom, the racetrack garage. So with a new garage built, a day-night cycle done, a new building added, and the ability to turn ramps on and off, let me know what you guys would like to see next in the next Dream Game video. Now let's get to some questions. Question number 1, which seems pretty fitting, from AK Moto. The real question is the Dream Game gonna be released before GTA 6? I don't know the exact release date of GTA 6, but yes, I hope. At least alpha, like, please. It should be. Question number 2 from AJ Diamond World. There we go. Hello, Roll Builder. I have a question. Do you make those buildings or do you get them from somewhere? The buildings in the Dream Game are sort of from everywhere. I've made a few. Hyperion has made a few. Blaststorm has made a few. With all 3 of us combined, we just kind of add buildings here and there and it comes together to make a city. But all of them are made in Roblox Studio out of parts. So yes, I guess we do make them here and don't get them from somewhere. Anyways, that is going to wrap it up for today. If you did enjoy and want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.